When are you headed south, like this week?
I just came back.
Oh,
Went Saturday, came back Wednesday night.
when are you going back again?
23rd, next month.
Well, next month, 4 p.m. on Thursday, September 26th. Call the meeting of the Wolfeboro Police Commission to order at this time. Recognizing that we do have a quorum in place, I would like for the television audience to know who is here this afternoon. My far right, camera's immediate left, would be our Secretary, Amy Muccio. My immediate right is Commissioner Joe Balboni. I'm Commissioner Steve Wood. Commissioner Bob O'Brien. Then over here we have Captain Libby, who will be presenting the reports, the monthly reports, as Chief Rondo has been excused. He's on vacation. Well-deserved, I might add. And to Captain Libby's immediate left, the esteemed Paul O'Brien, representative from the Board of Selectmen. Okay, at this time, I'd invite everybody to stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Silence my cell phone. Okay. All right, this time I'd entertain a consideration of minutes for July 25th as amended, and which were tabled back during the August meeting, and also the minutes of September 26th as written.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Captain Livy, if you'd like to proceed with the monthly report, sir.
Yes, I will. With the first slide there, which is the incident cases year-to-date for 2019, September, you'll see we had 55 incidents, which is a decrease from August of 24.66%. That's from 73 to 55, which is very good. It gets you out of the summer months. That's the main reason of it. If you look at last year at this time, in September, we had 52, so a little bit above from what last year was. The next slide that you have is the offenses that go with the incidents. We have 92 offenses. As the chief always mentions, you always probably have a couple offenses with one crime, so that's where you get the 92. It goes to with the 55. Your third slide is the arrest year-to-date. We had in September is 27, which is a 3% decrease from the month of August, from 30. Last year at this time we had 22, so we are up on that one also. Your next slides will show all your arrests by the officer, what the charges were, the offenses, and the suspect that's along with it. I think there's about 3 or 4 pages of that. Your next one, which is on page 8, slide 8, is your traffic stops, year-to-date, 2019. It's showing that in September we had 240 stops with 21 tickets given out, which is only 8.75% chance of getting a ticket, which isn't that bad, which is a decrease of August, which is 20.53%. Mostly that is that you're ending your highway safety grants. Most of them are already gone by then. They start up in October, so you have kind of like a month is off for that, the extra shifts, which would make the extra stops go down. Last year at this time, we only had 187 stops, so we are up on that for the month of September, if you compare that from last year. The next ones will show you the locations in the streets with all the fines amounts. This year, in the month of September, we had $2,876 in fines with 80 cents. So it shows it all, it shows the streets, and shows the fine amounts. That has it with it. Your next one, which is slide 12, is going to be your collisions year-to-date. As you see in the month of September, we are down 7% from the month of August, from 17 to 10, which is really good, especially with school starting back up.
I'm not a mathematician,
Yes,
but
it's
I
not
think
10%.
7%.
7%, yeah.
Oh, did I say 10?
That's almost it's a significant drop, 17 to 10.
Yeah, that's a
So it's not 7%, it's going to be,
38 or something.
it'll be close to 40% difference, yeah.
yeah.
That's a good thing.
That is a
Nice
good
mistake.
thing. Yeah, it's a
We'll
good
take
Good
it.
catch, too.
Last year at this time, we had 12. So we're even down on crashes on that,
Nice.
which I take a lot of that due probably to the MBTs that are in the cars. You have mobile officers, offices, which puts them out there, visible. It's a great thing, so. Your next slide shows you the streets, which are usually your ones that reoccur every month. Is your Center Street, North Main, South Main, and you got Union Street that had one this year, on September. So that puts 10. The next thing is your personal analysis report of all the officers, and there's some dispatchers that do some incidents depending on what comes into the lobby. You'll see that it all depends on the officer, as the chief always mentions, every month. Their shifts change every 4 weeks, so, and they might switch shifts too, depending on what's going on in their family life. So they might be on midnights, which will be less than what they're going to be on day shift. More activity during day shift, more traffic, there's more people around. So you'll see all the stats on that. Your next one is going to be your detective. So this month, the detective had 8 cases that were carried over from August, with a total of 2 new cases for this month. One's going to be a criminal threatening, it's a misdemeanor level, and the other one's going to be a felony theft case, which is going to be a felony level, which I mentioned there. He closed 2 misdemeanor cases that were carried over from the last month, and the 1 new one from the month of September. He's closed 1 felony level case, and he's still under investigation for another felony case for this month. He has 6 ongoing investigations, including some from the previous month. So the percentages he has right now that are closed for this month is 50%, which is really good. I say that. And the percentage for new cases closed by arrest during this month is 0, and the percentage of the entire caseload is 80%. If you look at that, for this year, that's the highest cases percentage that he's closed this year. That's actually really good job by him for this year. Your next one is going to be your school resource officer. Now, in September, the school reopened from the summer on the 3rd, right after the holiday. So as Officer Llewellyn got back in there, he mentioned it was a busy month for him, as you see all the stats on there. He had 2 accidents, administrative contacts, 25 arrests. He had 2 assist patrol with other agencies. That's prosecution, juvenile work. He had 29, bus safety. That's an everyday thing in the morning and afternoon. Court appearances, contacts, arraignments, appearances as required, that's 5. Days away from the campus, school, that's 7. And he mentions it down below, that's due to meetings, courts, investigations, time off he had. Drug, alcohol, tobacco incidents, he had 4 of them. Investigations, follow-ups was 11. Motor vehicle issues, 5. Parent contacts, counseling sessions, that was 5. Probation and DCYF contacts, that was 3. Teacher staff contacts, 22. Trucing incidents, 1. School events, 5. School safety, security, that's every day. That's the presence in school, basically. Student contacts, he had 6 of them. And then warning summonses, there was 5, which he mentions down below here. His investigations, he had an assault, bus light violation, child neglect, disorderly conduct, motor vehicle ×2, missing student, possession of drugs, and possession of tobacco. As he mentioned here, down below there, he is serving on the New Hampshire Juvenile Police Officers Association Board of Directors. He's been elected as a vice president of it. This is a new organization that's governed, that's a governor's task force was asked to put together and was involved in the original development of the association. The organization basically provides up-to-date information on the latest training opportunities for law enforcement and school staff in dealing with juvenile issues at the school. So, I mean, that's a great thing. Actually, it's a great thing that he's involved with that, too, so you get firsthand contact for that. He also coaches the volleyball team for the winter months. I mean, actually, the fall. The winter, he does basketball and softball, if he's still going to do that, but he's still doing the community interaction with that, so, which is a great thing.
Absolutely.
So-
Are we finding, or is he able to basically keep up with the, in general, the workload every month at the school alone, or does he require some additional support from time to time?
From time to time, we do get up there. Like I said, he's busy. I mean, if you look at all that,
That's why I'm asking. I know we had that one big case where there was a lot of resources involved in investigation and so forth, but I look at this workload here, and I'm just wondering if, because he's not only responsible for the high school, middle school campus, but, you know, Crescent Lake is just down the back. He's got Carpenter here. So there's this,
as he mentions here, he's in the middle school a lot, right in the beginning. Too new. I mean, the kids are just getting used to it. New policies, new rules, coming from another school. So he was at the middle school a lot this month, which is common in September. So other than that, there's going to be no Chiefs meeting this week. It's just the follow-up on this stuff. And if you have any questions, other questions?
that was the only question that I had. Joe, anything?
Nope.
We don't have anybody here from the Granite, so the next meeting of the Wolfeboro Police Commission will be on Thursday, November 21st at 4 o'clock here in the Great Hall. We will be proceeding with our budget presentation to the Board of Selectmen, I believe, on November 5th, with the Budget Committee on November 14th. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That about right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. O'Brien, do you have anything that you wish to impart on us or share with us? Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate your being here regularly. Does anybody have any other business to come before us this afternoon? I do have one item for non-public I'd like to go to on personnel matter, just a matter of discussion, but I'm not sure if you have anything for non-public or not.
Just one.
Just one, okay. Well, that being said, then, at this time, I will entertain a motion to enter
So moved.
public non-session under RSA 91A:3, or personnel issue, or discussion. Excuse me, I will poll the commission. Commissioner
Yes.
Alboni? Yes?
Yes.
Right, yes. I'm a yes as well. We stand adjourned. We'll reassemble into non-public session shortly.